Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what I am viewing on any mainstream media platform that you could think of. So today I'm going to be talking about Draya Michele. A lot of people know her. She has been on the scene for a long time. So what I think, I think she's the main person. She is from Philly, cause that's like an area where I believe a lot of these people come from. So that's a main place, Philly. Um, and she's was a known stripper there. Um, and now has turned into like media social artists, I believe, or reality TV. I'm not sure what category you'll put her in. But I believe she's playing another character. They did up her character. She has been through a lot of things on the media, which I'll go through, and they have rewarded her since her last internet situation with her being single. And now I believe she went on and she's playing the role of Hailey. This isn't her real name. I'll get to her real name when I get to the picture. So she plays on the show P Valley. I do believe that is Draya with a little mask. This is what the mask face looks like, where it's just a little bit of buildup on the face, changing it ever so slightly. So you won't know that that's her playing this role. I don't think that she wants people to think she's going backwards, because she started off in this kind of narrative. So I believe that she doesn't want people to know she's playing this kind of role. So she goes under face mask and plays this role. So yeah, let's get into Draya Michele. She does a lot of promoting on her Instagram. So that's why I believe that she doesn't really want this raunchy role to be under her name. So, she's obviously working with a certain group of kind of people where they'll have her play a different role to play this role, and still be able to do this with this character. That's just the way it works. We know her as, she tries to clean up her act. And she does like promotes, walk-ins, whatever you want to walk-throughs.
You're crazy, but this girl has gotten around, and I appreciate you being honest about it. There were words on the show that you had been with 3 basketball players in one night, like passed around.
Yeah, no.
Do you ever feel like by putting your reputation out there like that no reasonable man would ever want to marry you? That all you are would be a trick? You know what I mean? What happened?
You have a bug in your hair.
With the child, I do?
Yes.
There's bugs in the studio. Doggone it. All right, you
Just
answer.
let me help you.
No, I got it. Clap my wig off. I'll do what it's on the board. Let's talk about your son. So if your son is 9 now, it was back when he was 7 years old. You left him alone. The cops showed up and he climbed on a counter and microwaved his own.
See how Wendy's like tearing her in. This is how her first humiliation of the world getting to know on a big platform. This is how we got to know her. She had to go through her humiliation route, where she is known for getting around, as Wendy says, and messing with numerous of basketball and athletes, where we know now that they're all actors, so they're all a part of these scandals and hookups and all these. Most could be fake, but could be like more group settings. I believe, in my opinion, they're all sex slaves. So, even I think that they all wrangle and dingle and mingle all together. But or some of them, they go on with public personas, but nothing is solidified as they put it out in front of us. It's not them being in a real relationship. More like, okay, well, you guys are going on with this, and we have these things, this family looks well with you, or whatever, however these things work, where they make their deals for the viewing of what we see. But yeah, I believe that they do hook up with a lot, because I believe, in my opinion, that they're all sex slaves. This is how they make their money, and this is how they end up on platforms like this. They have to go through all kinds of rituals, including humiliation. You saw how, I don't know what kind of unit this is on Wendy's head. She said she had a bug in her hair, and then she wouldn't let her touch her hair, nowhere near her hair, because she don't want this bull head to, I don't know, it's like probably like an alien scalp under there. And I don't know what kind of unit that was, where she was flipping it all around. It looked like a lot of it's at the top. It was a very weird looking unit piece, and she's flipping it all around. That was weird. But the main reason I stopped this is because they're going over another humiliation besides her being as a known, pass around. She's stating that, her son is 9 now, which is a code word. This is another humiliation situation where they promoted this when she was on the Basketball Wives as well, where she left her son unattended to go dance, and I guess he went to do something, heat up some food, who knows what, and a fire could have started, or may have started, and the authorities had to come. And she's leaving her kid unattended, and that's another situation that she's bringing up right now. Excuse me. Yeah, let me get back to that. Sorry about that. Well.
You're crazy, but this girl has gotten around, and I appreciate you being honest about it.
And she's telling her, she's being honest, like she's telling her, like, yeah, I was
in one night, like passed around.
In one night.
Do you ever feel like by putting your reputation out there like that no reasonable man would ever want to marry you? That all you are would be a trick? I mean, you know what I mean? What happened?
You have a bug in your hair.
With the child, I do?
Yes.
There's bugs in the studio.
Yeah, this unit piece, I don't know what was going on, but she didn't want her touching her head, because she didn't want to expose nothing. Okay?
You left him alone, the cops showed up, and he climbed on a counter. It was back when he was 7 years old. You left him alone, the cops showed up, and he climbed on a counter and microwaved his own food, and the cops were like, "Why?" Oh.
Okay, so that's her, Draya, breaking out, and then this is her now. She's went on to having another child, and she's not with that person anymore. That was a scandal of her being single and now dating another athlete, as from what I know of. I'm not sure of the name as of yet, but they have shown pictures. I just don't have it in here. And she has erased her wholeness. So this is her now erased and new. Even though from time to time she does have, she has to sell her underclothes and her other things that, everyone is a Savage ambassador. Rihanna has them all. Everyone, even the young girls, before they got their boobs done, she had the young girls wearing and being her ambassador. So, thank you, Rihanna, for influencing all ages to do this. Yeah, so she sells a lot of stuff. They use these characters to sell things. That's all they're really here for. They're like a person shelf. Like, we put the products on the shelf. They're like a person shelf. They're solely here just to sell things. So this is the girl that I believe Draya has went on to be rewarded and play the role of. I believe Draya at some point was saying that she was Draya was saying that sometimes, like, she was working. I remember she was saying something like, "Oh, I'm going to the lot a lot. I'm working on Tyler Perry lot." Now, mind you, they didn't never say the show was being done on the Tyler Perry lot, but it is being created in Atlanta, Georgia, even though the show is based off of being in Memphis. So I think that's another thing that, I believe is being, shot on the Tyler Perry lot, but it's a racy show. It's a racy show. So they don't state that, like that Tyler Perry's anywhere involved. But you know, she said she was going and shooting a lot, but no movie with Tyler Perry has came out as of yet. So, you know, I believe at that point, and this is a couple of years back, where she was acting like she had, you know, had to be on this diet and things like that because she was a little bit slimmer playing this role of Hailey in P-Valley. So we can take a look.
Mercedes last dance. I'm gonna take over your Sunday night set.
On a time I took. You know how fellas go crazy for the new girls? Once upon a time, I took a wrong turn.
I've been up and down this river looking for you.
Okay, and this is the girl Elarica Johnson, when she plays Hailey Colton in this show. It stars. But you could clearly hear this is Draya's voice.
You know how fellas go crazy for the new girls? Once upon a time, I took a wrong turn.
I've been up and down this river looking for you.
They had this girl wear numerous wigs. And she definitely was masked a little bit to be able to play this role. She's playing this role. And you could, if you know Draya, how she talks and how she looks and everything, you could tell this is just Draya. She made sure she lost a little bit of weight. Since she talks now that she gained a little bit of weight, because since this role, since her playing that role, she probably was able to gain some weight after that, because the girl was a little bit slimmer, but everything is there. So the girl that plays this role, she had a daughter named Autumn that lost her life and drowned while she was running away from a gentleman that I guess she got his money, a lot of money, and ran off with it. And in the midst of him chasing her and trying to kill her for that money, her daughter passed and died in a river, and, you know, drowned and died somehow. You know, so it's kind of like a connection with the Draya Michele story, where, you know, negligence to her older child, you know, her first child, you know, her firstborn child. So that's just showing you that they tried to base this movie probably off of the role of Draya Michele, because as I stated, she started off as a stripper from Philly. And this girl is starting off as a stripper from Mississippi. They're going through a lot, running from guys and doing all kinds of stuff. And it sounds like this is a role from Draya. She fits the role. She wants to be erased and everything, but yet she goes on to play the role as a max fake person. If you look at this person's Instagram, it's nothing going on there. It's like it's literally like 140 posters from like 2015. She's like one or two, you know, like the regular fake people post where this person really doesn't exist, so they have a little bit of things going on for like a span of 6-7 years, and then next thing you know, when they have like these roles come out, they're posting consistently. So this is like a very small page. Their page are usually small. She's supposed to be from London, but yet with no accent. They never really have an accent, and they always try to pretend like, oh, they're from London, or the London people from here. They already pulled that with Aaliyah. You know, she moved to London and went on playing another role, and as her, she's from London, but come over here and plays a role. But she's originally already from here, because this is actually Draya Michele playing the role. And we could get into some videos comparing them. Just that clip, they said, it's being filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, but it's the club is called the Pink Strip, and then they got this character. Oh God, you know, this character is in there playing the crap out of that role, and this was a weird scenario with them two. Very creepy twist of events. That you would think like they're trying to give you a message here with this rapper, and being can't get enough of the big guy. He can't get enough of him. Can't stay away or whatever. So we can
That
just
locker's gonna be looking for a new owner after tonight.
You know why OG's locker's the biggest locker in the world?
Why?
Because she earned it. Don't
think your ass gonna get this locker without putting in that work. You're like, how your ass gonna have to start doing monkey drops at least.
Well, Gidget's been teaching me a few tricks. Any parting words of advice?
Yeah. I always clock the X's up in this bitch. You never know, you might turn a closed door into a window.
Don't you mean a closed window into a door?
Bitch, I said what I said.
Well, don't get cut trying to climb your way back in.
Okay, so I believe the whole staff is masked up. I believe that lady is playing a role. I really don't want to say who is as of yet, because it's not really something that, you know, deep. I believe it's like some random character. I really didn't investigate, but I believe the whole cast is like masked up and playing a role of other people. Like this whole cast seems very masky. And Lisa Ray, I don't know what connection they have, but you know, it seemed like some weird thing, like she's paying some weird homage, like, oh yeah, that's definitely a little you. As I stated before, I think that they're not related, but they're being born out of some type of hive, and they come with certain kind of looks where this is probably a hive they're from, you know, and they'll say like, you know, they're related, but they're not really related. They just know that they're all probably from like, you know, the same hive. If you understand what I'm saying, like they're born into this stuff. So this could be very much somewhere down the same lineage of where they got this one from, but not directly having to be related. Yeah, like I said, she just had a kid, and I just want to, like, you know, this kind of reminds me of Lauren London little son. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing roles with these children like that. As you can see, she has. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, yeah, she has a lot of children involved. They have a lot of kids. They have a lot of kids involved. You see he has the Adidas pink shirt here, like they're going to like some kid event, you know. But you could tell that they're, you know, these people, I don't know if they're naturally born with them or not. I have no idea. As you see, when she's younger, she has more of that kind of face that the girl has, the chubby looking face. And this is a fake family. He has twins. And their son doesn't even look nothing like, you know, like nothing. No one looks alike. But they have a lot of children involved. And, you know, the twin scenario going on there. Okay. Then they got the number. He wore the number 32, which is, you know, 33. With Marilyn Monroe on the shirt. You know, seems like a player in the game to me. You see she's definitely a player in the game. This is definitely clear Baphomet sign being thrown up with the red on. And this is Draya when she was younger. And she definitely has the same fat face when she was younger. You know, now she's they heavily put makeup on her. And, you know, they put heavy makeup on her. And as I stated, she was stating that she wanted to play Players Club, like indicating another stripper role. But she's already playing a stripper role.
That locker's going to be looking for a new owner after tonight.
She's playing that role. So it seemed like it was just being mocking the fact that she's masked up playing a stripper role already. And she's saying she would be perfect for a stripper role remake. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so okay, yeah, so where was I at? Yeah, so let's just get into some videos since I'm like choking and dying over here. So
You know what OG's locker's the biggest locker in the room? Why? Because she earned it. And I'm going to explain a little bit why I put in that work. You need to register. How your ass gonna have to start doing monkey drops at least.
Well, Gidget's been teaching me a few tricks. Anyway.
That's at least.
Well, Gidget's been teaching me a few tricks.
Then you can tell your Gucci, you can look and see where your bone sticks
At least.
Well, Gidget's been teaching me a few.
They'll take you through that process. That's like less than 5 minutes.
Teaching me a few tricks.
I'm trying to get it in sync.
Don't you mean a closed window into a door?
So, bam,
Do you see it?
Don't you mean to close window into a door?
Do you hear it?
Don't you mean to close window? Don't you mean to close window?
Do you see it?
Never know.
This never fails. This never fails.
Don't you mean to close window into a door?
They literally talk and sound and use their mouth exactly the same.
Don't you mean to close window into a door?
Okay? I know you saw it and heard that, alright? Just in case, let's get it in a slow...
OG's lock is the biggest lock in the room. He earned it. And I'm
The police, they
Do you see them?
don't you mean
Do you see it? Insane.
don't you mean to close window?
Insane.
Close window. Never know. The exits up in this bitch. Doors open window. Don't you mean to close window into a door?
Okay, they got the same voice. Let's move on.
See, I think now.
I prefer to be paid on the table like my table.
Bitch, do I look like Wesley Snipes to you? I don't know how she did that shit, but my take got them papers straight, okay? Room number 55. We don't do tax evasion.
Joseph.
Everybody work up in here, independent contract, even the ones with felonies.
Oh, since Wayne doesn't rock with me, they work on his horse.
No. Room number 67, contract.
Perfect outfit. This is dinner. Dessert. So you can also have.
So I basically just wanted you guys to see her walking in.
I'm gonna scoop out of this and show you the rest. Be right back.
And you can literally hear the same voice as well.
All the girls been here missing. They know what really going up in that room right there.
This is dessert.
And with no ID,
Have a little
your ass ain't gonna.
See, they got the same exact stink face.
Uncle Clicker, please.
Do what you gotta do, boo.
attention.
If you wanna.
Uncle Clicker, please. Uncle Clicker, please.
Okay, girl. Where are you going?
Uncle Clicker,
Do
please.
what you gotta do, boo. If you wanna cook it up in here tomorrow, I'm gonna need to see some ID. Okay, Sophie?
Now, I don't know if you guys can see that clearly or not,
Cook it up in here tomorrow. I'm gonna need to see.
but it's definitely there. This is kind of in the way.
Uncle Clicker, please.
Okay, girl. Where are you
Look how she
going?
looks
Do
down.
what you gotta do, boo. If you wanna cook it up in here tomorrow, I'm gonna need to see some ID. Okay, Sophie?
Conservative for me, so I wanted to give the girls who are.
Okay.
We got some
Not
problems.
something I
Don't let Naomi know what you used to do. Just let these bitches watch.
Cute little tie sides that give you like a bikini effect. This is cute. You can make breakfast in this too. That's really why I like it. Okay. I know you guys are so blown away by this because it's so not my style. And I know
You just want to stop, look
and I know
at
you
the
just
face.
weren't expecting it. Weren't expecting it, but I really actually do like this dress. I wasn't sure about it.
Floppy bitches. You not getting up on my phone.
But now that I have it on, I
Looks like we got ourselves a special guest. This is my new girl, y'all, with a new swirl. Give it up for Autumn 9. Turn it up in this bitch. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so as you can see, she didn't want no one knowing she's playing a role like this explicit, since she erased everything as she stated. And as you can see, this is her walking on her Instagram, and this is her walking now. I just wanted to show you that she lost a lot of weight for this role, and that's why she said she gained a lot of weight recently. And this is considered a lot of weight because she lost a lot of weight for this role. And this hair she has on her head is a wig. Look how they walk the same. They look the same.
out there some variety, and I would wear either dress. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
They walk the same. Look at that same wobbly walk. Same walk, same walk. Okay? They just have her put more forehead out, and they have a fatter jaw or line on her. And as I say, when it's always shiny like this, it's usually because they have some type of mask on. That's usually where the shiny, fat-looking face usually comes from, where their heads always look a little bigger than their body. You can see this is obviously the same person. I mean, they keep doing the same exact pose with their mouth. They hold their mouth. They walk the same. They do everything the same. You know, if they're not twins, if they're not the same person, then what are they? Twins, sisters, like first cousins. If they're not directly related, then some type of weird things are going on. Where they're definitely scamming. They're only hiring. They're breeding out with their hiring, which is unfair to people that believe that they're gonna make it to Hollywood and be like this, you know, get this one hit and you're gonna be up in the jets and you're gonna be on your G5s. No, these people, they do a lot. They don't tell you that they're you know, allegedly sex slaves, and they get flown out to these islands to do a lot of weird things and a lot of ritual things that's called in for them. And they do a lot of performances in front of other people. They're not going to advise you that they're bred and born into these things, and that they go on to wearing a mask if have to need be to play roles, because the productions have to continue on to make their money. They're not going to explain to you that part of the process. So, you know, this is why I say cancel these people, because, you know, they don't adhere to what's going on in real life. They don't advise us of that. They just make us think, oh, you know, all of these people are making it and all of them look alike and they're all from the same areas. As she said, that she was working on a Tyler Perry, and it's just a coincidence that the show was made in Atlanta, Georgia. And the only thing that they have out there is the Tyler Perry production studios. I don't know how many other studios could possibly be out there after Tyler Perry made his big, you know, place that he had invested in. So, yeah, it's not too far off that these are the same people, allegedly, in my opinion. She goes on to play, like, if they say you fit the role, you get the job, and this definitely fits her persona, her prescription. The script fits her. This is Draya, this is her. You know, everything is lining up and matching. They very much look like they're directly descendants of each other. If not, then, you know, twins lost in the mall, like sister. You know, they need another show out with them starring in it. Sister. You know, because this is definitely the same person. Just put a little face mask on. You know, they highly makeup. They do a softer looking makeup. They do a different kind of makeup on her. But as you can see, they can't change the eyes and the way they speak, the way their mouth is shaped. Okay, they can't hide that. Same mouth, same everything. You know, don't trust this look, because this is a wig. This is a piece on to make her look like she wears a piece to make her look like a different person. You can see clearly here that her hair is very straight, you know. Where's the big bushy hair here, you know? So, yeah, that's all I really have with Draya. And don't be so excited to see her in lingerie either, because if she's one of, and, you know, if she's one of these people, you know, if they're one of these Baphomet, you know, representing this, that means that they're both. And with the indication of this show that she's on, that she doesn't want people to know how they have this rapper, you know, on the down low. The place is called Pink with his purple hair. This is all indication of what they stand for with the transgender movement. And I wouldn't be so excited to see her, because, you know, as they say, I'm going to do a video with the female anatomy and the male anatomy. And this anatomy, it doesn't pan out for female. Okay? It doesn't pan out for female. So she will be in the next video that I do. Most likely it's going to be a rant And I'm going to show a bunch of anatomies. And I wouldn't be too excited about her because I have a couple of things, just like with Alexis Sky, where, you know, things didn't look right. And the clavicle is straight on, straight across. It's not curving. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing a video on that, how they are, you know, deceiving people with these kind of situations here. And these are all actors. So this is why I'm telling you to cancel them, because, you know, they have us all looking at men that's really women and have men looking at women that's really men. And this is the stupid game that they've been playing. And I believe all of them are doing that. Anyone that's on mainstream media, I believe they're playing some type of dual role like this. So, you know, be careful looking and lusting after any of these celebrities, because they have women liking men that was born women, and they have men liking women that were born men. And, you know, this shows you right here, you know, that, you know, you be very careful. And I will be doing a video, and she will be in it, of me comparing and having the chart there, and, you know, taking it from there as far as my opinion goes, and as far as the proof of the pictures and the charts and things like that of, you know, how things are. That's me just putting together a video on what I believe I'm pulling together. Never said I had a PhD in anything. So, you know, my videos is very opinionated, and I believe that you don't have to be a scholar to have get a correct answer on some things, you know. I watch Jeopardy and I get a lot of questions correct, and I'll be like, yeah, I didn't have to be a scientist to know, you know, the circumference of pi is, you know, 3.14, whatever, you know. I hope that was right, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I like to put things together and have my little opinion, and I have my questions, and I do have accusations of what I, you know, I'm gonna question what I'm seeing and would like to have an appropriate answer, but other than that, I don't see what else anybody's looking for in these videos, besides me just trying to give answers to questions, a lot of questions that people should have, which is why all these people look so much alike, and they live in the same neighborhoods, and they work in the same, like, everything always pans out correctly, and they're very in sync type people. How do they all make it to, you know, Hollywood, but yet I can't name not one person that doesn't make it past, you know, a career based or a 9-to-5 or, you know, some type of Fortune 500 job. So yes, they do need to try to advise us on how these things work, because, you know, if it was never a option for people to get into this situation, I don't know how much funding and how much attention you will really give this, knowing that you don't have a fair shot, or anybody you know has a fair shot at doing this, and they actually pick and choose these people and tell us they're going to be famous because they said so. And I don't see how that's okay. That's where I'm saying, hey, let's cancel some of these people, because we never chose these people in the first place. You know, they just were gated into us and pushed on us so much that we said, hey, they're famous because this website said that they did this and that, and then they made this song. And so this is how we're basing people being famous and how people are making things, because we're basing it off of little scripts that we see in the media. And it's like, did we even choose this person? Did we say the song was hot? Did we, you know, who is the we now? Like, is it like, you know, the people that they work for, or is it the people that's listening to it, you know? So yeah, anyway, like, share, and subscribe. You know, beware and be canceling, and have a good rest of your night.